survival tip has been brought to you by Survival Supplies Australia.
Today's survival tip is how to get a fire going in the absence of a lighter or matches. Handy skill to have up your sleeve. This Dragon's Breath ferro rod absolutely blasts flames out the end, so I've got no excuse to not get this pretty quickly. I've used quite a few other ferro rods and they haven't been as effective as this one, so goes well. So now we've got the fire going with that ripper of a ferro rod. If you didn't have a ferro rod, you didn't have matches, you didn't have a lighter, I'm going to show you how to get a fire started with one of the most old school techniques known to humankind, and that's essentially rubbing a couple of sticks together. It's not that simple, but I'll talk you through it. Knowing this little trick could really save your life. So if you've got a shoelace, a guy rope from your tent, as long as it's fairly strong, you should be able to get at least one fire just using, again, a shoelace or whatever you can find lying around, a slightly bent stick, doesn't have to be any special stick. Now, you want to get grass tree is the best, Xanthorrhoea resinosa this one's from, and you cut yourself a little notch at the back here for the hot coals to drop down. You just get a little groove on the inside. It's light wood, softwood on softwood. Traditionally they talk about doing hardwood on softwood. I like softwood on softwood because I feel that it gets results quicker. And you just sort of drill that in, or you can get your knife and gouge it out a little bit. You also need something to put over the top, okay, which is going to sit over the top of your drill rod. Like that. It can be a hollowed out stick. I personally like to use a shell if there's one available. So you wrap around like that, hold it with this hand so it's out of the way. You get it flowing nice and smoothly. Shouldn't take you very long at all. I'll go a little bit more. Shouldn't take you too long at all to get a coal. There you go, we've got a beauty. Excellent. Okay, so you can grab a little stick. Make sure that doesn't get caught up there in the notch. Keep this fairly firm. I like to use just a small amount of tinder because realistically, you might not have access to a whole heap of dry grass. Get it up on an angle like this is one way of doing it. I'll just capitalise on the breeze coming through there. And there you go. We get a couple more little sticks. You want to have all this stuff prepared and off to the side. Depending on how you like to do it, you can build like a bit of a pyramid-like structure around it, but that's essentially how you make fire with sticks.